If you have ever wanted to deep dive into a listing on Etsy that isn't from your own shop, I'm going to show you how you can do that today. Every week in the eRank's subreddit, we post a thread offering free listing critiques. We have two this week that have requested video versions, although we do offer basic text ones as well. I'm going to do a little bit of critiquing for these two members and show you how I use the eRank shortcut button to get these done efficiently and easily. So I'm going to start at Reddit and I'm going to pull up the first link. So this person is asking for advice for this listing. So I'm going to open up that listing. Here we are at the listing. So it looks like this is a happy birthday dad card. So right off the bat, I'm going to take a look at the title here. I'm going to read this out loud. Dad birthday card, handmade crochet heart. Birthday card for dad. Daddy heart birthday card. Crochet dad card. Handmade card for dad. Now this is a very, very repetitive title. Etsy takes all of the terms and the keywords within your listing title, tags, attributes, and categories and mixes and matches them all up when they're trying to match listings with buyer queries. So there is no need to repeat the same phrase or terms over and over and over again, unless you're trying to exact match for every single instance, but that usually isn't the case. My recommendation for this title would be to see how you can condense these into more clear phrases and eliminate a lot of the repetition. So you could say something like, crochet heart birthday card for dad. That gets you most of the keywords and the terms that you already have in here. And then you can expand on it if you want to. Looking at the pictures, it looks like you have the same photo over and over and over and over again. So while it is important to try to use all 10 photo slots, simply filling them with repetitive photos that don't really provide more information isn't really a good way to go. You don't get an algorithmic advantage from filling up all of the photo slots. So what might be better is to show what the inside of the card looks like. What does the back of the card look like? How is it packaged? Maybe you could show it sitting up on a counter or somebody writing inside of it. Just try to spice up your photos a little bit. Maybe have one of the card next to a ruler so people can see how big it actually is. Just try to get some more variation in there and provide as much information through your photos as you possibly can. Now that I've looked at the photos and the title, I want to see what the tags for this look like. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to perform a listing audit using eRank's shortcut button tool. So I already have it here up in my links. I'm going to show you how you can do that right now. So for eRank dashboard, you're going to go to your left-hand navigation bar and you're going to click on tools. And then shortcut button is going to be at the bottom there. And then all you need to do is take this and drag it to your bookmark bar. That's it. Now you have the shortcut button. So what it's going to do is if you're on any listing on Etsy, you're going to just click eRank shortcut. And what it's going to do is it's going to perform a listing audit for that specific listing. And once it loads, you're going to be able to see a lot of information about this listing. So I can see the metrics, I can see the history just from the top. And then I'm going to scroll down and it's going to show me a lot more in-depth information about this listing. So I'm going to scroll down and it's first going to show me the title analysis. So it's going to just have the title, but it's going to highlight what most shoppers are going to see on a search result page. Now this is going to differ between mobile and desktop. Mobile does show a little bit less. And Etsy recommends that you start with your most important keywords at the front so that buyers really see what the item is. So you don't want to start your listings with gift for dad. You want to say dad birthday card is a great example. It's showing you what the item actually is. Now we're going to scroll down and this is the tag analysis section. So this is going to show all the tags for this listing. And depending on your eRank plan, it's going to show you different data. So I have my eRank expert plan open right now. So it's going to show me all of this information: searches, clicks, click-through rates, competition, et cetera, et cetera. So I can see also in here a lot of repetition. And most of the keywords you're using have very little search data, meaning probably not a lot of shoppers are typing that into the search page. So what I would recommend is go through here and see how you can condense your tags. Group like tags together so that you free up more space for a wider variety of tags. So we're going to scroll down. We have the attributes filled out: occasion, birthday, yes. Card, ink, yes. Birthday cards for the category. So one thing to note is that since Etsy does use your category as a bonus tag, you would not need to have birthday cards as its own tag. It is already in there for you. So that could also free up some more space. It also shows the description, the images, processing time, and what it would look like on Google. So for this listing, main recommendations would be to rework the title and tags a bit, unless this listing is performing well for you. If it is bringing in the searches that you want, if you are getting a good conversion rate for it, don't touch it. But if you're noticing that you aren't selling any of these, which it looks like you may have sold a few, definitely check your stats before making any changes. You also could track this listing with eRank's Track Changes tool for a week or two to see how it performs on a daily basis before making those changes. Now I'm going to go back into Reddit and I'm going to grab the second one. This is their shop. Right, so they sell skulls with crystal mohawks. That is definitely a niche kind of thing. I like the colors here. I would see your banner might look a little, it looks a little pixely to me. See if you could maybe crisp it up a bit. Sometimes programs like Canva will allow you to resize or upscale an image just to give it a little bit more of a cleaner, crisper look. You have your shop name, title, you over here, which is great. Featured items, and then a bunch of skulls here. Shop announcement. What is lorem ipsum? I don't know why this is here. This is supposed to be like a welcome message for your buyers, or just saying a little bit about what you sell, or if you have any sales going on right now, or I drop new things every Tuesday. So I would see about reworking this so that it is an actual welcoming announcement for prospective buyers. It also looks like you haven't quite finished your shop. So Etsy and buyers both prefer shops that have everything filled out. You want to make sure that you have all of your shop policies filled out, FAQ section, your shop story, shop members. All of these things, if you have them all filled out, can give you a boost in search as well. It also gives your shop a little more professional of a feel and a little more credibility. And it's also a great way for buyers to learn about you as a maker. So I would definitely take the time to fill all of those areas out. Most of them are only available to fill out on a desktop computer and not via the app. So if you've set your shop up on your phone, that may be why this isn't filled out yet, but I would definitely go in there and get that stuff filled out. I want to say thanks for our community members for submitting their listings to be critiqued by our team. Always remember to check your stats before making any changes to your listings, and never touch the SEO of a listing that is performing well for you. Also keep in mind that you know your business the best. So these are just suggestions. You don't have to do them. Take them with a grain of salt. Always dive into your own niche, your own industry, and your own business before making any changes to your shop. We invite you to use the eRank shortcut button when you're doing your own research, and we hope you have all the best success on Etsy.